in like a second. One, like right now.
Alright. Do we have a link?
Yeah, it should show up. It should be in the Discord channel and announcements. It's always there.
It is not.
What are you talking about?
I just have the permalink to our channel's live page, so I just use that.
Yeah, no, it's... Oh, wait. You're right. No, I have one. No, wait, no. Oh, yeah, it didn't announce today. I wonder why.
You've been shadow banned.
Damn it. Who did this?
Alright, so we better make sure we hit up Twitter then, tell everybody that we're live.
I do that all the time. The Discord the Discord channel is just for the Discord channel. My Twitter followers can't see what I announce in the Candy Kingdom if they're not in it.
Alright, how was your day today, Heather?
Oh, it's pretty cool. I mean, I just worked. Like, not like work, but like I just, did chores and stuff and watched TikToks. I love watching the resin artists do their work.
Mm-hmm.
It's so satisfying to watch them. The one I'm watching now, I think it's called Dark Sentinel or something. They make these fox charms, and their prices are really good. Like stuff in the $20 to $30 range, which is amazing to me because like other resin artists I've seen like post it in the 60s to hundreds of dollars, and I'm just like, that is not an impulse purchase. That is something I would plan more often, but I might impulse purchase that person's shop, you know, when I have the...
Yeah, and then what are you going to use it for? You know that you're going to get your money's worth out of it.
It's charms and keychains and stuff like that, you know? I don't think of practicality when I'm buying something pretty, Bonnie. It's about how cute it is!
Alright.
You don't
I suppose I can understand
mentality.
that. Oh, and just a side note, Heather, I can't see you in Discord. I don't know how big of a deal that is.
Oh, it's stream paused. I don't know why.
And we got Spencer with us tonight. How are you doing tonight, Spencer?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
That's not right.
What's the matter?
I don't know why. When I go to share my screens with you... Oh, OBS wasn't coming up for some reason, but now it is. I don't know. We haven't gotten anybody yet, which means no one cares about me anymore, and so I'm gonna go emo about it.
Okay, I thought there was a glitch on my side.
You know, this is a little weird.
What is?
I mean, my stream not showing up on my Discord channel and nobody here at the beginning of this, it's a little unusual.
Well, Syndicate.
Oop, I see Syndicate.
Oh,
Yep.
I see Syndicate. Okay, so maybe it just took a minute. Well, it's starting to get
It's 9
very
o'clock
suspicious.
out on a Saturday, and the regular crowd trickles in.
Alright.
Yep, like Honey Drop right there.
Today we're starting on the other mitten. I'm trying to reuse the band I have from that last one. I realized I only did 13 rounds when I was supposed to do 18, so we just need 6 more on here. That's good.
Indeed it is.
Syndicate wants to know if you had a nice week.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. You know, it's, yeah, it was a pretty slow week at work, but I think it was mostly because frickin' people downstairs aren't bringing me the work, so I just have a lot of work to worry about on Monday. Ain't that the case? Office stuff.
So did you do anything fun in particular this week, Heather, or was it just a regular week?
I want to say there was something, but I really can't think of anything. Yeah. Pretty boring week. I'm a boring person that has no stories.
We'll fix that.
Oh. did paint my nails today. Not very well, but they're green for St. Patrick's Day. Hooray!
Nice.
I gotta remember how to do my half double crochet.
That's tomorrow, isn't it?
What? No. It's on the 17th.
Oh.
Bronny. Honestly, how do
Well,
you
dang,
do
you
that?
sent me. Listen, I don't care about St. Patrick's Day. I really don't. I'm sure it was important.
Was it front loops or back loops they wanted me to do? Oh, back loops. Three.
Syndicate wants to know what your plans for Easter are.
Nothing in writing or anything. Last year, me and Sweetie, she hid eggs and I found them and we gave each other chocolate.
Nice.
Yeah, I already got some chocolate for her put aside.
That's good.
Yeah, I just like
I
any
wish I
occasion.
could celebrate Easter with my family, but I'm too far away and I can't get away from work.
We'll do something together when we're finally celebrating Easter together.
Yeah.
Next year.
I've been applying for jobs this week, Heather. I want a new one.
Yeah, the one you have sucks. Or at least the guy sucks.
The one I have now is fine. It's just the guy that runs the business is literally in the top 5 biggest jerks I've ever known in my life.
Yeah, I want to take out his kneecaps.
Just straight up verbally abusive. That's really all there is to it. But anyway, I told you that to tell you this. A couple of the places I applied to were churches, and that were actually offering a pretty decent salary. So I would actually like. I think I'd like to work for a church. That's kind of is right along the lines of what I've always wanted to do, especially if it's a good church. So if I end up working for a church, I can almost be certain that they'll understand and respect the fact that I might want to take Easter and go up to New York and see my family.
They might, but they probably would need like a photographer and stuff for Easter, because don't they have events?
Yeah, maybe. It's I have no way of knowing.
Maybe every other Easter.
Yeah, because you already have enough, like, I don't know how many vacation days they would give you, but you have a lot you like to do during the year. You like to go to cons. You for sure like to go see your family for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And you like to take long trips at that. Like, it amazed me.
Yeah, but when you get down to it, the trips I take are only like a couple of days here and there.
Not that
Right,
one
like
trip you took to your family that one year. When I went down there, you were still there for like another week.
Yes. Well, no, I was when that was all said and done, I took 5 days off. So that's what happened there. And yeah, I do plan around that.
Well, for my first year living there, you might have to like maybe exclude me from some of your travel plans, because I probably won't have that many vacation days to begin with, and taking off that a lot of days when I first start a job doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun. But like, I don't know. I really think the country as a whole needs a better like work culture of not just supporting and paying your people a living wage, but also understanding that they need time off and that they have families. Like, and it used to be that way, and it's not anymore. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean,
that's
but
why we have a lot of these problems.
I know what you mean, and you're not wrong. It's just that's not the work culture we live in, and we're not going to get that again for a long time, if at all.
Yep. So yeah, we need to get to a place like that.
Certainly would be nice.
Would be. I think the people who really live better lives are probably people who like make their own work, small business owners. Like, because then you're the boss, and you could say, well, I want to take these days off, and I'm going to, because who's going to stop me?
Let's see here. Syndicate wants to know if I've ever come close to decking my boss. Yes, he came close twice this week with his nonsense.
Oh my.
Like what really got me, like, I don't know. I've been okay with a lot, but what really got me earlier this week was I was up on a ladder doing work, and he came up to me and yelled at me about me not doing any work. So it's like, I'm working, and you see that I'm working, but you come to me and you're getting on my case about not working. And it's really just been me. It really is. Like, and I've been asking around. I've been asking around, and I've been listening to the way he talks to other people. He is singling me out. I can say that with confidence.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is.
Isn't that super not okay legally? And if you could get proof of that, you can super, what's the phrase I'm looking for?
Very likely. I need to look up the laws again. I need to refresh myself on the laws. If I was still in New York, I would know exactly who to call. But I'm in Florida. It's going to be different people. It's going to be different laws. I don't exactly know what they are. But yeah, and it's probably not going to like be taken too seriously on account of I'm a man. But we'll see. Also, he has a lawyer and I don't. So that's another thing that could very easily get in the way.
Also, I just looked it up. Florida is a two-party consent wiretapping state, so you'd have to get his permission to record him, and good luck getting him to say any of the stuff while he's knowingly being recorded.
Oh my god.
Yep.
What the fuck kind of rule is that? It's like, no, I think that's a law. It's some capacity that you can't. No, it's for phone calls. You can record a phone call if you suspect that a crime is being committed.
Yes and no. There are two types of states on that matter: single-party consent and two-party consent, or all-party consent. I think. I don't know if that's part of the same thing. But basically, if you live in one of the states where it's single-party consent, if you want to record a phone call, you're within your right. If you're in Brawny's situation where it's a two-party consent, everyone involved with the phone call has to consent to being recorded.
That's a big load of bullshit. I mean, like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that's really shitty for people who are in a situation where all parties are attacking this one person. It's Brawny's situation. He's not gonna. And how does that work for anybody? You're not gonna get someone's permission to prove that they're an asshole to a court. That would take.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
It has its ups and downs. This is obviously one of the downs, but the up is you get to protect your privacy in other situations. Because he could very easily turn it on me the same way, where he could be like, hey, I recorded you having this conversation that was not meant for me to be heard, for whatever reason, where you were discussing confidential information. It could be anything, really. And so that protects me as much as it protects him, but with that comes these issues.
Yep. And also, just looked it up to see which side is the majority, and Brawny, you definitely got the short end of the stick, because the other 10 states that are dual-party consent are California, Delaware, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Washington. Everywhere else, it's single-party consent. So if this were happening back in New York, not only would you know the laws, you would also have the ability to record them.
Good to know.
Well, you can do what everyone else is and, like, get videotape footage of him anyway and blast him on social media.
That's exactly what I was about to say is, sometimes you have to forego the law. You know, and
Well,
that's
now
not,
let's see the legal penalties.
I give a frick. Okay, because here's the thing about that. You've got to keep the conversation about this is called not accepting the the narrative of the narcissist, right? So they're going to say, "Oh, you broke the law." And was it, well, no, you broke the law first, and you broke it a lot worse. All right, and you got to keep that about that, and not let them bulldoze you.
Ugh. The world is a very bitchy place.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a lot of chat. Spencer, do you want to take any of that?
Yes. Let's see where you were. Da, da, da. There is one from the Phantom Master posted at 9:09 that I am not going to read because I am not in a position to yell. So if you want to take that one after I'm done looking through this brawny, go right ahead.
I see that. I see what it is, and no, I'm not acknowledging the heresy.
All right. Syndicate says if you ever want to quit your job, you should just wear your Somber cosplay and run amok there.
That's a good way to get arrested.
Yeah, it's a good first time. I'd love to see that mugshot.
Would you
It
really
would
get
just-
arrested if you?
It would just be. This is all it would be. You'd see it on the news the next day. Florida man, quit. Fill in the blank. Ruins co-worker's day. In full suit of armor to quit his job.
There was a game for a while you could play with people. Not like an actual game, but like you'd go on Google and look up Florida man and your date of birth, and mine was like Florida man and some sort of sex crime, and I'm like, oh, that's not funny. But other people got really hilarious ones.
Alright, let's see. New controller is wondering what he just walked in on. A conversation.
Legal stuff.
Yep.
The Wicked Syndicate says the only way I could see Brawny decking someone is if that person hit on or insulted Heather.
I mean, also, yeah, you could do
You
that.
did not watch Memoirs on the Mountaintop, I see.
Violence used to be my go-to solution, and it was like I never enjoyed it, but God Almighty, was it an effective tool for problem solving?
Yeah, I mean, they can't fight with you if they're dead.
Ooh, that reminds me of a Reddit story I heard earlier today.
Is it?
Yeah, tell me the story.
So this EMT went on a call where it was an old lady, fell super bad, darn near scalped herself. So he goes away with it covered in blood. And as he pulls up at home, he didn't bother to clean up or anything. He was just going to go home and clean up. As he's pulling up at home, he notices his elderly Russian neighbor, old woman, barely speaks English, getting mugged by 3 guys. So the guy gets out of his vehicle, pulls out a tire iron, and goes around his car to start threatening the guys. Right then, one of the streetlights comes on, and he yells, "Hey, get away from her!" And these 3 muggers look over and see this short dude, or not short, he was like 5-something, but not big and intimidating, but he's drenched in blood and holding a tire iron, and they just noped out of there.
Yeah, no, they were smart enough then. Not fucking with that. There was something interesting this week that I wanted to talk about because I just love fat ass shit. I was telling Brownie about this. Not related to your story at all. But fucking, I walked downstairs to the lobby in my job the other day to get some water. And we always have the food channel going on in the customer lobby because, like, my manager was very stringent on not changing channels. Because he didn't want to put it on the news, because then people in the fucking lounge started arguing about politics, which wasn't pretty. You couldn't put on sports, because then people would start fighting about that. Like, people in the lobby would just not stop fighting about stuff. So the cooking channel is the default channel that the TV will be on. So I was passing the lobby, and I looked on the TV, and this guy had like a short stack of pancakes that he had already put syrup on, and he was putting on like white and regular chocolate chips all over it. Then he got 2 like cinnamon donuts and put them on either side of the stack of pancakes, and then gets like one of those drumstick ice creams and stabs it in the middle of the pancakes. And then he gets 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, puts them on top of the donuts, gets a can of whipped cream, starts putting whipped cream on the ice cream, puts on sprinkles, 2 different kinds of syrup, like caramel, chocolate, vanilla, all of them, and then he tops both of the whipped cream with cherries. And that was the most fat ass shit I've ever seen.
Jeez.
And it was great, and I want one.
Okay, I have no idea what that was.
What was... I guess that was Emerald. Emerald, are you okay? Emerald?
Yeah, we can't hear you, Emerald.
Yeah, it is hissing and horribly at that. It's terrifying, honestly. I mean, oh my god. Oh, okay. Jesus.
Yeah, you gotta fix your...
Okay.
Okay, he's
Okay.
back, okay.
That was a little
It
scary.
seems Sorry about that. My RTX voice seems to be malfunctioning, so I just switched over to my raw microphone input.
Good
So,
to know.
in case it didn't come through, I said, that sounds awful, I want 20. Just take out the drumstick, because I refuse to eat anything Nestle.
Yeah, sure. Freaking,
Well, there's other things that are alternative to Nestle that are the same
they're
thing
not
we
the
can
only
put
people
in there.
who make that kind of ice cream cone. Like, I'm sure there's the generic brand of whatever.
Yeah, but you also got to make sure that the generic brand isn't like a subsidiary of Nestle, because that also happens.
Oh yeah, there is so much stuff at work that I will not touch for my break, because, like, Stouffer's, I had a delicious spaghetti and meatball meal from them. Like, oh, let's read the back of this. Nestle, I'm never eating this again.
Yeah? Why particularly do you hate Nestle? I mean, there's plenty of reasons, I'm sure. They poisoned, like, the water supply of the U.S. Army at one point, didn't they?
Poison the water supply of half of Africa.
Jesus, Nestle.
The one thing I remember is they cut off a native tribe's access to their local clean drinking water to try to sell it back to them bottled, and then actually tried to argue in court that access to clean water is not a human right.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Yeah, that's a corporation for you, man.
Yeah, that's why you can't let them get too big. That's why we have antitrust laws, and that's why we need to enforce the antitrust laws, which we haven't done in a long time.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then we promptly ignore them.
Yeah. Let's see here. What do we got in the chat? Let's see here. Would Heather wear any of her cosplays in a non-convention public?
Maybe. Some of them would probably be okay casual wear, except I do have a weird hair color. Like Pinkie Pie's cosplay, I can't see too many people staring at, other than the fact that I have pink hair. I look cute in that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what reason there would be. It's a kind of like it would be a hassle wearing a wig all day, so I wouldn't just do it for nothing. There'd have to be a reason.
Heather just... Okay, I see what you guys mean. Ow.
Jesus.
What's the matter?
What happened to you?
I took off my RTX voice from the Discord input and put it to my speaker input so I could hear what you meant, and nearly blew out my eardrums.
Yeah, it was frightening.
Yeah, so,
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, so
Trent wants to know. Oh, what were you saying, Heather?
I was gonna say that fat ass pancake Sunday special I want for my breakfast on my birthday.
Okay. Trent says if McDonald's brings back their around the world promotion, Mexico's Oreo ice cream cones, please. Okay.
Fantastic, I would love that. I really feel like going to a fast food place and just gorging my body hellishly on terrible crap. That is just a constant urge.
Mm.
I'd do that in an Australian McDonald's.
Why Australian McDonald's?
Australian McDonald's fries aren't as greasy.
I love grease. It's the American way.
What is the chat saying? Retro Gamer says, Kevin says, hey Heather.
What is up? So, how would I make a TikTok with my crocheting? Because when resin artists do it, I've shown you they like speed it up their whole process. Would I just have to get a camera that zooms in on my hands and I just do shit?
Yeah, pretty much. And then you gotta, you know, import it into their software or into like a video editor of some kind and do the effects there. I imagine that they have some sort of rudimentary editor built into the app, because there's no way these amount of people are sitting here figuring out like Final Cut or Adobe Premiere to make their TikToks.
A very rudimentary one, yeah, that you can even put songs and stuff on your stuff. Like, all the videos on my TikTok I edited right on the TikTok app, and I have songs on them, and the videos, like, cut a little bit. It's like, it's basically like iMovie, or what was that other one? Windows Movie Maker. It's about as good as that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I think YouTube has a similar thing.
Do they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do. Or at least they used to. Back in the day, they had, like, you could get a few video strips. Like, I don't think it was very advanced. It was super basic. You can get, like, royalty-free stuff, put it on there. It was like, yeah, like Windows Movie Maker again. It was really shitty. So you were better off just editing on something on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I use Shotcut.
And what's that?
A free video editing software that can, I think it handles up to 4K 60. It works really well.
Nice.
Yeah, the thing is, like, sometimes I look at those TikTok creators and I'm like, man, I gotta be more like that. Make videos of me working on stuff, make a small business. But I'm like, man, do I really want that? And also, I don't know if, like, the mediums I'm good at making would translate well to a TikTok.
They might not. It just depends on how you handle it. Crochet is would be hard to do, because it actually takes a lot more time than resin.
It does.
Resin is
because I'd be like,
you make your mold and then you pour, and then it's a chemical reaction.
Yeah, and that one, like the artist I recently showed you, like mixes colors on screen, and that's satisfying to watch. I used to be able to finish a whole crochet project like in a night, but it would be me in front of my computer watching like movies and YouTube videos, crocheting most of all night, and obviously I don't have like the kind of the time and the energy to do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I settle for weekly streams where people can follow a project.
Yep. What you thinking there, Spencer?
Beyond the old, or not old, beyond the hyperlapse of the crochet process deal, not much.
Alright.
Oh, and I restart RTX voice. I'm trying to see if it's not doing the static thing before I switch back over to it.
Oh yes, please make sure.
So far, it seems to be fine. And it's also making me, talking and then hearing myself half a second later is really messing with my ability to speak quickly.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Don't tie off. Folding.
Actually, did you hear the U.S. military weaponized that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it'd basically be like a concentrated megaphone that would take a speaker's voice and then project it back at them with a delay. So it would do the thing where like you're hearing yourself speaking, so your brain starts hitching, trying to resync, and you can't speak effectively.
Mm. I've seen something like that. Saberspark a long time ago did a video where he tried to react to an episode with one of those things going through his head, and it messed him up pretty bad. And I thought it was hilarious.
Maybe I should do a video about that then.
Yeah, and what would you do with the video?
Basically just reading lines and trying to not mess up with hearing my own voice.
Hmm.
Thankfully, with the amount I edit in my own stuff, I'm used to the sound of my own voice. Just having it delayed doesn't help.
Yeah, I could imagine.
So where did we leave off of the chat again?
We're down pretty much at the bottom. Let's see here. Syndicate said, have you ever been to Cracker Barrel on a trip?
I've been to Cracker Barrel. It's a restaurant with a gift shop in it. It's like one of those kind of country type places. I've had breakfast there a couple times with the family. It's okay.
I've never been there.
I should take you to Crack.
I've been there several times.
How is it?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, it's alright.
It's been years, but I don't remember ever having a bad experience there.
Yeah, and they have sometimes they have just like big board games at the tables for you. That's neat.
Alright.
Like Chinese checkers or some shit.
I wouldn't doubt it.
How is she lucky?
What's going on over there?
No, my friend in the background, he apparently says that Heather's lucky to live in Arizona.
Why?
Because all the vehicles around there are nice, other than the fact that they get to 1,000 degrees.
I guess. It's alright, I guess.
Mhm.
1, 2.
Yeah, I've seen Jaden and James's videos about Arizona. I know it's no picnic.
Indeed, it is not. Ooh, I actually did a part of this bit wrong. I was supposed to fold it inside out, so the seam would be on the. Or did I do it right? The seam was supposed to be on the inside, not the outside. Whatever. Just makes it more original, because it's me that made it. Oh, okay. So
Yep.
do that. And loop. And the seams in the inside and the loops on top. Continue to step 1 of the body. Okay. Game 1. I have to shoot 36 stitches. Now I gotta count how many stitches are here and see how many I have to do. I hate counting.
There are quite a few Cracker Barrels in Florida.
Oh, then I can take them anytime.
Are any of them sort of near the Orlando area?
I need to zoom in so that the area names show up. Let's see, Cracker Barrel, Orlando, Florida. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
There's one over near Celebration, one over in southwest Orlando, one near Hunter's Creek, and one up by Forest City.
Okay, I know where all that is. It's a
Most
little
likely-
bit of a drive, but it's not horrible.
Most likely you've been near one, you just didn't know it.
Yeah, if I'm not looking for it, it's not likely to register. How's the crocheting coming, Heather?
I'm trying to count. This one, talking out 11.
The silence.
I know, but I need to count.
I know.
Syndicate wants to know if you two have a favorite hotel to stay at during vacations.
I don't think we stick to like a particular brand or whatever.
It's whatever is cheapest and closest.
That was going to be my guess.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
brine we're
cheapest
talking
and
about.
closest to whatever we're doing, but we also look for things like, continental breakfast, things like that. We've learned our lesson about motels.
Yeah, and that the cheapest can sometimes mean they're really shitty and treat you like shit.
You guys get to the continental breakfast. All right. Take as much as you want. Heather, stuff these bagels in your shirt.
I mean, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, Bronny, the world's gonna see us as a bunch of cheapskates.
I don't care.
It kind of bothers me.
You know, that approach at least is healthier than my approach, whereas I eat until I'm full and then some to get my money's worth out of it.
I mean, I didn't work so
Yep.
hard to live cheap, though.
Yeah, but if you work hard and make a lot of money and live cheap, then it compounds.
It compounds to what? I'm still not
It
having the
compounds
money of
to,
stuff
to
I
more,
want.
so you can be more comfortable in case you ever do need to splurge.
Like on a storage computer, so that you don't have your external hard drive corrupt.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that
I'm
like
not
a
there
luxury
yet,
purchase
but I
to
should
you?
be.
I just
What'd you
looked
say?
at this earlier.
What'd you say, Heather?
Is that like a luxury purchase to you?
Anything is a luxury purchase, Heather. I'm broke.
Hmm. My main storage drive is half full. I do not know what I'm going to do when it reaches fully full.
Get another external hard drive.
No, when I... It's a 5 terabyte model, so hopefully by the time it comes to that, I have enough money to get the hard drives I want for my storage setup.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully there's not a shortage on them, making each drive cost thousands of dollars.
Never a guarantee of that.
Well, thankfully with hard drives, they tend to be pretty cheap. Because everyone wants SSDs nowadays.
What's on your mind?
Looking up hard drive prices. The enterprise grade hard drive is a lot cheaper than the consumer grade one at the moment.
Interesting. I wonder why that is.
I did just clear out all my credit card debt. Maybe a bit of splurging is in order.
That sounds fun.
If you don't think it'll last. How's the
Chat
counting
seems
going,
real
Heather?
quiet tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't
Yeah,
have
not a
shootings.
whole lot to talk about.
Maybe that's because I forgot to share it in my server. Whoops.
Oh, is that where all my viewers come from? Holy shit.
Possibly.
Mm.
Didn't know I networked so well.
New controller asks, someone running water in the background? Technically, yes, that is Heather's fish tank. However, because she has RTX voice, it is a quiet trickle instead of a giant noise.
Yeah, Spoon needs his filtration, babies. Now quit bugging me about it.
I see we both forgot to promote Heather tonight.
Wow, way to go, Bronny. Thought you supported
Well, I
me.
put it on Twitter, but I'm guessing nobody saw it.
I see how it is.
Yeah, I saw Me6 has a feature where it can auto-promote other people's channels now, so I should probably set that up.
Yeah, I gotta see why my Discord didn't, like, shoot out my link stream link.
New controller says he already shared it to Sweetie's server.
That's nice.
I was unaware Sweetie had a server. Where's the link?
I think she has a Patreon server now.
Ah.
I wouldn't know anything about that, though. I didn't ask.
Can someone explain to me why a computer parts website has a COVID-19 vaccine tracker?
I guess
People are
they're just
interested.
Yeah.
How's my state doing?
Horribly.
Everyone is.
Seems we've got about a 40% vaccination rate, somehow.
That's nice. I'm not even looking into
And
it.
again, my state is the size of a postage stamp, so...
I guess it wasn't hard then.
What, Rhode Island?
No, Connecticut.
Ah. It's bigger than Rhode Island, though.
Yeah,
Small.
it's only like 3 times the size, though.
Only 3 times the size.
I mean, compared to Massachusetts right above us, which is the size of Rhode Island and Connecticut combined, and then some.
Yeah, and then there's Alaska, okay? Some states are bigger than others. It doesn't matter. Rhode Island...
My state is dwarfed by every state around it except for Alaska. New Jersey is bigger than Connecticut.
Yeah, whatever. New Jersey sucks. It doesn't matter how good your state is if you suck.
Yeah. Actually, do you know why Washington ended up, or D.C. ended up with so many lawyers and Jersey with so many nuclear power plants?
Nope.
Jersey got first pick.
Hmm.
Three, 4, 7.
How's it coming, Heather?
Yeah, well enough. Getting to one of the repetitive parts that'll make it easier for me to just multitask with it. Single crochet. Yay. But so far, we got the wrist done on another mitten.
Nice.
Yeah. If you guys don't remember, we finished this other mitten, I think, just last week. Fits pretty good. Oh, wait. Can't put it on my wrist that has the watch on it, though. I gotta put it on this hand. It's a nice mitten. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I can't wait to see when it's done. Which at this rate, will probably be, if not this week, next week.
Yeah. Don't need to speed up too much either. These are all Christmas presents. If you could remind me what colors I put on your sister's scarf, I can make her a pair of mittens too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't talked to her yet. I gotta text her and ask her that question.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure with your father and your brother I did like gray and white stuff, but I don't know if I'll make them mittens. Doesn't seem very manly. And they're pretty manly.
Oh, they don't care.
Alright then. Well, if I don't feel like something else, I was thinking of making hats, but I don't know. I also gotta think of the kids too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Heather, do you take commissions?
For crochet? Yeah, I do occasionally. I have an Etsy shop and all that junk.
Really?
Yeah.
I never noticed. Because it's
Yeah.
not in your description.
I don't advertise it that much because, well, I guess I just don't. I don't know. I didn't want to turn it into too much of a work kind of deal, but like I occasionally get orders off my Etsy shop, and I'll spend some time working on that before I get back to my personal projects. It always happens that like when I'm in the middle of a personal project that I want to get ready for just before someone's birthday or something, that's when someone will order something off my Etsy, and I'm just like, damn it. But my Etsy doesn't see much action.
Well, mainly because I don't know where to look for it. Googling Princess Heather Blossom Etsy, Princess Heather Blossom Etsy isn't giving me anything I'm confident in.
It's under simply a rarity.
Got it.
Yeah, I've got some things on there. They're pretty old listings, so they aren't that great. But I set that Etsy up years ago. I think my most popular items are like the little cupcakes I make that are like Carl the Cupcake from Five Nights at Freddy's and Rainbow Monkeys.
Don't got it. I can't.
Simply a rarity. If you go to my YouTube channel, it'll be one of the links that are in that little corner sidebar of the channel art. You'll see an Etsy icon.
Thank you. That is so much more helpful than Google.
Yeah. You don't want to search.
Huh. That page don't work.
Oh, does it? Is that old link broken? That could explain a few things. Let me look.
Let's
Channel.
delete this.
Etsy. It works for me. Is my shop on private? I don't think you can private your shop.
You know what? It might be my VPN messing with things.
I should. I think I offer international shipping, so I don't know why that would be, but like, yeah.
Well, I'm in Silicon Valley anyway. Yep, I believe it's blocking me because of my VPN.
Oh, that sucks.
Alright, well, let's try my phone.
But yeah, if anyone's interested in commissions, you can. I mean, I've always meant to like make a commission sheet like other people do for art, but with crochet stuff and make it like primarily ponies, so I'm just making the same shit all the time. But if you guys are ever interested in hiring me for something, we could work something out. I don't like charge very much because it's just a side gig. I've made a couple scarves for people, some of them free, but AJ commissioned me to make one of the scarf his OC usually wears, so he has one. I made one for Sweetie just as a gift. I made a scarf for Bronny as a gift. I've made Bronny a whole bunch of stuff. I've made him a plushie of his OC, a plushie of Cookie. I mean, you guys know I make a lot of stuff, and guaranteed I've like sold it to somebody at some point.
Mm-hmm. Your most popular item, as far as I can tell, are the rainbow monkeys.
Yeah, people love rainbow monkeys. I like making rainbow monkeys too. They're cute. And I didn't get them from a pattern. I made up the pattern myself by just knowing basic shapes. Like crochet stuff that I make up myself, I put into my crochet pony notebook. Like I have a simple vertical, like you know those scarves I make that are like with the vertical stripes that I've made for everybody. That's just something I came up with. And the Rainbow Monkeys, I've written down my entire process for it. Like let me see, I made the body, the head, the legs and arm, and the tail and the ears. Yeah. And the mouth and belly. I have the entire pattern down. It's my own thing.
Nice.
So if you want a rainbow monkey, go ahead and order one off my Etsy. Good fun plug. It's nice. You'll like it. Hey, do my arms look really good in this shirt? I think they look good.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
Muscles coming along.
I have nice muscles. I found a chick on Instagram who is my goals. Turns out she's been doing gymnastics her whole life, and I'm like, oh man, is that a lot to measure up to? But she looked good. Then she punched a guy, and it was cool. It was a meme. It was just like, the caption was like, oh, do you think these beefy arms are gonna keep guys away from me? And she just goes, I don't give a fuck. She poses with her muscles, and some guy like does a reaction TikTok where he's just walking in her direction reading something, and she like throws a punch in his direction, and it just like knocks him off scream. It was really funny. And I'm like, oh hell yeah, I want fucking people smacking arms.
We'll have to get you good at body weight work, Heather. Gymnastics is amazing for your strength. Like some of the strongest people on the planet are gymnasts.
We're gonna have to be at our strongest for when the world ends.
Yep.
Hardcore.
Emily Maloney says, hey, I just went horseback riding.
Lucky. I've been wanting to horseback ride my whole life and no one's given me the opportunity.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind.
Yay. My goal in life is to have all my childhood dreams realized.
What's the list?
Well, horseback riding, getting to pet tigers and lions. I had a bucket list, but one of them is also the Disney cruise, because as a child, for some reason we had a promotional videotape for the Disney cruise, and I would rewatch it a lot as a kid, and I'm like, I want to go on the Disney boat. And I'm like, young Heather, you will. We'll get on the Disney boat. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff I wanted to do as a child, and me, as a very childish adult, goes like, I'm gonna do that stuff anyway.
No point in not doing it.
Hell yeah! One of my childhood dreams was also to be an artist, and I'm like, we're almost getting there. We're just practicing drawing. Maybe we'll get artistic one day. I also wanted to be a cowgirl. I don't know about that, but riding a horse is pretty close. With a hat.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
So yeah, it's exactly that. I want a horseback ride wearing a cowboy hat, and that'll be enough. I really love multicolored yarns. Like, I'll see a lot in the store and I just want to buy it because I love the color combination, but I'm just like, I gotta stop buying so much. Like, I obviously don't buy yarn anymore because I'm not just going into stores and looking around at shit, but like, I have to stop myself from buying yarns because I'm like, you have a lot of yarn at home. The only time I buy yarn is when I'm certain I don't have the color, and it'll be a color that you just use a lot. Like black. Like, you need black for a lot of things, like to outline stuff, put little details on little cute faces and shit. You know? You need black, and so I use black a lot. But like, you get glittery yarns and super soft yarns. You're just like, I want all this yarn.
If I ever commission something from you, you're gonna need like 6 times the amount of black you have on hand.
Jesus, emeralds. I don't want to make like a
Emerald-
3-foot plushie. I'm just not there. I like small
Emerald
things.
wants a full pillow of his icon.
Honestly, I actually might do that.
He wants a flag of his icon.
I don't know if I could do a full-size flag, but I have made a pillow before for Brandon. He has this band he likes, and they had an album called The Hated or something, and it was like a gray and white American flag with just The Hated printed on there, and I made that. It came out pretty well. It was a small pillow, but it looked nice.
Mm.
I made a lot of stuff for Brandon that I forgot about. Like he didn't pay me. They were like things for his birthday or Christmas. I made him that Hated pillow. I made him Temmie from Undertale. I feel like I made him something else and I just don't remember, but yeah, I made him stuff.
Cool.
There was a point in time where I was just making stuff for everybody. I think because I had just discovered my talent for it, and I was just like, yeah, make everything! And then, like, I slowed down. I was just like, I can't make everything. It's not happening. These days, I just crochet, like, once or twice a week, and it's usually on the weekend with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm usually, like, if I do it anymore during the week, it's because I'm very close to finishing the project and I want to finish it soon. I like that I at least have something that keeps me going for doing it. But I do think it's good, but it's also a detriment. Like, it keeps me doing it weekly, but also during the week, if I'm like, what should I do right now? And I'm like, should I crochet? And I'm like, nah, I'll do that Saturday. It feels like too much work right now. Because my hobby shouldn't feel like work.
Oh, I know what that's like.
Yeah, man. It's hard finding the balance. Luckily, most of the time now I'm just doing projects for fun or for things I want to do. Like, these mittens, they're going to be a gift to Bronny's mother, and that's nice. And I haven't done mittens before, so it's going to be nice to just be able to do mittens. I should probably print out this pattern so that I have it even if the internet goes out. I mean, I have bookmarked it. Or I do have some mitten patterns in like a book someone gave me one, so maybe I'll try those at some point.
Hey, Heather, we're suddenly having trouble understanding you.
Like...
Okay, now we can hear you again, but...
Like, how bad to understand me? Like, you couldn't hear me, or I was glitching out?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. Like, your microphone gain just dropped for some reason.
It sounded like RTX voice decided that your voice needed to be filtered out.
RTX? What is that supposed to mean? Does it mean you don't like me?
Ray tracing.
It doesn't like me. That's the problem.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Technology is a very fickle mistress. We are all her slaves. Oh well, I'll just keep crocheting.
Maybe
I
you
forgot what I was
are.
doing.
I'm Amish.
Yes. Sing the song then if you're Amish, Bronny. Prove it.
What song?
The
Amish Paradise.
Yeah, I love that song.
We don't. The Amish don't know that song.
Sure, Bronny, sure.
Zara Aura says, "Hi Heather, you look nice today."
Thank you. It's because my beefy arms are showing?
Heather, do you know the Saito Chesto pose?
I need a demonstration.
Alright, hold on.
No, she didn't watch that anime.
Neither did I, but I know the pose.
If it's a meme, I probably know it.
And it's also you don't need to say it like a weeb. It's a side jest.
Like this?
Yes,
Well,
but
see,
use your backhand to grab your right wrist and like use your backhand to grab your forward wrist, and then not the other way. No, backhand grab the forward wrist on the top.
Like this?
Yes. Now put the forward hand down a bit. Yep, like down past lower than your hip. Yep, there you go, and flex. Yep, that's the side chest.
Come through like that. You can't see that I'm muscly. I just look like I'm trying to push my boobs out. There, no.
I'll post this version of the picture because I know it'll irritate Bronny.
Good.
I swear to God, if you post Machio in the server, I'm gonna hurt you.
Oh,
Nope.
I've seen that pose. Oh, you need me at like.
And there you go, posting Machio in the server.
I love that. It's great. right.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me what Machio means.
Machio's the name of the teacher from that anime. From How Heavy Are Your Dumbbells?
Oh yeah, I watched an episode of that.
Okay.
It seemed fun.
Yeah, you wa-
See,
well,
I
you-
thought the
you
face on
told-
that one would irritate you.
You told me that you weren't interested in it after we watched it, so we never
It
watched
didn't
another
feel
episode.
like it was going anywhere. I liked some of it because I related a little too hard to the chick. She was like trying to do stuff on her own. It wasn't working out, and like she liked snacks, and like everything
Mhm.
made her gain weight. But yeah, I feel like I was gonna get bored of it before long.
Mm-hmm.
They're just animes, you know, you're like, this is nice right now, but I'm gonna get bored. I have been hearing, like, this one anime that I like, The Promised Neverland, that I started on Netflix, and it hasn't, season 2 has been put on Netflix, but of course all the weebs are watching it on other things, like with subtitles and shit, and they're all saying, like, how season 2 threw everything down the toilet, and season 2 is the worst, and I'm like, no, what'd they do in season 2 to ruin it?
Everything.
I hope not. I was interested in that plot really bad. Like, you remember, I showed you a couple episodes. It was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of season 2s, Ronnie,
What?
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S.
Oh, that's highly unfortunate.
We are watching it.
Hey, Brownie, you want to watch more? Like, I think I showed you the first couple episodes of Promised Neverland. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, let's watch the rest of it together soon. I do love that first season at the very least. I hope the second season is somewhat decent. I'm going in with low expectations now, and I'm nervous. I really like those kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need more time to just sit down, relax, and watch anime, you know? And also to have Bronny rub my feet while I do it. And feed me popcorn.
Hmm.
You're going to need to grow an extra set of hands, dear.
Okay.
Good.
Look, if growing an extra set of hands were an option, the human race would never stop.
Dude, I would love to be like fucking a four-armed motherfucker. That'd be awesome. I could crochet with my bottom hands and like do something else with my other hands. Like I could play a game at the same time or be surfing the internet, but also crocheting. I just gotta be able to multitask that fucking hard. It would be awesome.
Alright, so I'm getting a female Machamp and naming it Heather.
Yeah! The female Machamps should look
But-
a little more different. They're cool.
Yep, they should put giant breasts on it.
No. You know, I think I showed you, like, that Twitter feed I was looking at the other day where, like, they were just like, guys, don't redesign Pokemon so that they have female counterparts, because, like, mostly it's people making shit pink and stuff, but some of them were pretty good, like, the one for, Chespin, like, the final evolution for that, instead of it having, like, a shield shell, it kind of had, like, a dress shell, and I'm like, I don't know, that one looks pretty good, some of them are pretty good, and so, you know, it's a mixed bag, I'm like, why are you, like, freaking trying to monitor how other people make fan art? They can do whatever the fuck they
Because
want.
they're retarded.
It's stupid.
It's that simple. They're retarded sociopaths. That's the kind of person that you know tries to tell you about your privilege and what you can and can't do and is socially acceptable.
Yeah, and I'll be like, how about I do it anyway, and I'm gonna make it pink and awful just because you told me not to. I'm gonna find a Pokemon that's blue and make a female version of it that's pink, and you can't stop me.
Frillish and Jellicent beat you to that.
I love Pokemon.
For real though, I strongly dislike the direction that Game Freak went with gendered Pokemon.
Gender isn't that big of a deal. I just liked multiple designs of Pokemon. Because they're really
Yes,
cool.
it's not a big deal. That's the problem. After Gen 4, they only did gender differences that were a big deal, like the aforementioned pink jellyfish to the blue one, or with Pyroar giving it male and female lion forms.
I like
Whereas if you
that.
see every Pokemon in Gen 4, they all have subtle differences. Like Butterfree will have different markings on its wings. Finneon, I think the male has slightly longer tail fins, and that sort of thing, which I think is really cool.
I don't know. I liked the Pyro differences because, I mean, I don't know if it's a good argument that it's closer to life, but I thought, like, why would a female lion have a mane? That's a dude thing. That's just how it worked out in nature. And I really like the design of female pyroars. They're really cool.
Oh yeah, I like it too. My problem is that's the only gender differences they do anymore. They don't do the subtle things.
Yeah, subtle things are cool too. Like either there's no difference or there's like a big one. But who knows?
Yeah. Bring me back to the time where bug Pokemon would have slightly longer antennae.
You got Heracross, which is like,
Males have a spiky horn, females have a heart-shaped horn.
yeah, there you go. Thank
That's
you.
cute as hell. I gotta say, that's funny.
They actually did that with Pikachu too.
Yeah, with
Males
the
have a
tail.
flat tail, females have a curved tail that looks like a heart.
Yeah, it's funny. I really like that.
Actually, have you ever seen cosplay Pikachu?
Yes, I have. I had cosplay Pikachu in one of the games.
Omega Ruby
what's
or
a-
Alpha Sapphire.
What's a
Omega
cosplay Pikachu?
It's a Pikachu that's wearing a costume. And it's a girl Pikachu that someone just gives you. And they're like, would you like my cosplay Pikachu? And I'm like, hell yeah, I'd love it. Like, you can dress it up as like a fighter or like a little cute outfit. I think there's another outfit you can put it in. But yeah, you can just have cosplay Pikachu just in costumes. It's fucking awesome. You can
Yeah,
enter
so,
contests.
It's a female Pikachu. It has a black heart on the end of its tail to denote that it's a special Pikachu, and you can dress it up as a rock star, a pop star, a luchador, a southern belle, or a scientist. And it would get a special move in each of those forms. But it was only able to be used in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. You can't trade it, and you can't transfer it.
It's the best thing ever.
It is, and I wish it would... Go ahead.
I need a plushie of like each costume. I know someone probably sells a set for like over $1,000 or something. Yeah, maybe I'll try crocheting a Pikachu one day. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that could. Maybe that'll be the next project.
I want to get all the Christmas presents out of the way. Don't want to crochet. When
New
we're over there.
controller says each cosplay form has an exclusive move.
Yeah, Emerald went over that. It was cool.
I think it was Rockstar got Meteor Mash, got Icicle Crash, Popstar got Draining Kiss, Scientist I think got Eerie Impulse, and Luchador got Flying Press.
Which is amazing. Could you evolve cosplay Pikachu and like it would be a Raichu with costumes?
Nope.
Oh, you couldn't evolve it. That's how you do it. Fucking, that's why I like when it came to like getting Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. I should have figured they would have done that with Eevee, but I was just like, why am I gonna get Let's Go Pikachu? I can get Let's Go Eevee, and the Eevee can be evolved into something later. But it's like, nope, you can't evolve your Eevee. And I'm like, well, then what the fuck's the point? But I guess I'm
rough.
Team Eevee now forever. But I guess Eevee can learn a wider range of attacks because it's a normal type and Pikachu is electric. Like I didn't have a water type Pokemon, so I had Eevee learn like healing bubble, so she like shoots a bubble beam and can regain health. And I'm like, that's a really good attack.
Yeah.
Oh dang, I might need to teach my Eevee that when I get back to playing.
Yeah, I gotta get back to playing too. I liked my Eevee because you could dress her in outfits. I mean, you can do that with like that was the thing with Let's Go whatever. Like you can do the freaking costume thing. It's adorable.
Yeah, Eevee and I are decked out.
Well, when you're down here, Heather, you'd be good friends with Brian, and because he plays that game a lot, and he's got Eevee as well. So that'll be an opportunity for you to play more often.
Oh yeah, he's probably got level 100s though then, so I gotta level the hell up. Like when I know I'm gonna like play with somebody or something, that's when I finally get my ass back on the game and level the fuck up because I want to be able to measure up. Like I did that when I was meeting Flutters at the convention. She was like, "Oh, do you have this Pokemon game?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes like, "Oh, I have it. We should play." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Shit, I haven't played in a while. My things aren't leveled up yet." So I spent like the week or something before the con just playing it like crazy and leveling everything up and actually finishing the game. And I was just like, "Yeah."
I remember that.
Yeah, and I told Flutters like, "Yeah, I leveled up my Pokemon." She was like, "Oh, you're a higher level than me," and I'm like, "Oh shit, I did it too much." Yeah.
One cool thing is you can level up your Pokemon while you shiny hunt.
That's true.
You know what? There's the completion you'd be going for. Complete your Pokedex before you move to Florida so that you can do shiny hunt streams when you get down there.
Oh Jesus, I have too many goals. As it is, I got a lot to plan with moving. I got a new box and I wanted to start packing away knickknacks today. That's what I should have done instead of that's what I should have thought of doing when I was just sitting around. I'm like, man, I'm kind of tired and bored. I should have started packing that stuff away. I'll pack a little bit tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
My mom said she'd be coming over a weekend to help me out a bit. I told her to bring me like a big box from work so I can pack away Knife's cat tree and break down my shelf. Gotta get on.
Darn shame she doesn't use that cat tree.
Yeah, well, you know. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And plus, she's, now that I think about it, she's kind of old. Maybe she doesn't like to climb anymore because it's a lot of work.
That's why she doesn't
You
go
should sprinkle
on the,
catnip over it.
That's why she doesn't go on the ivory tower anymore.
Yeah, it's too much work. The catnip, she doesn't care about catnip, but I did put treats on there one time, and she would go up there to get the treats. But she always did it very cautiously, so I didn't put them up really high. So yeah, she's probably just too old for that kind of stuff.
Oh, I forget if we talked about it, but did you see the Sinnoh remakes?
I heard about them. I probably would get Pearl, because that's what I had when I was younger. I ended up giving that game to my nephew when he overwrit my save file, so, so yeah, I can redo Pearl again.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I gotta do it right this time, though. Didn't do it right last time. I'll do it right this time. I passed down everything to CJ when I was going through stuff. Like, not through stuff, but like, going through old game stuff. Like, I had my old DS that I played on like crazy, and then I got myself a bigger DS. I got a DS XL because I wanted a big DS, so I transferred my data, and I was like, "Here, CJ, you want my old DS?" And he goes like, "Yeah," because he didn't have one, and he would play it. And he had, I gave him like one of my old games, which I think was just Pearl. I was just like, "Yeah, you keep it," and he got to play his games on it.
Cool.
And then all his brothers got jealous, so his mom had to get them like 2 DSs. They didn't want to give him a 3DS because they thought they would break it, which fair. And I think I was the one that got the DS for or the Switch. I got the Switch or the DS for Bobby, my other nephew that's Tasha's kid. I want my nephews to be connected to video games. It's a way that I can like bridge the gap between us, you know? Because to this day, on Sundays a lot, I play video games with my nephews. Lately it's been low.
Oop, it's doing it again.
Oh, I don't know what to do in this situation.
Oh, it's back.
Okay.
Yeah, it just seems to be something random that it does.
Alright, well that's okay, but you get the point. I like to play games with my nephews. Or at least be able to
Yep.
talk to them and stuff.
I know I am definitely to blame for my sister's Pokemon addictions.
Your parents are like, "Thanks, Spencer. Now I have to take her to Japan, just go to the Pokemon Center."
No, not that far. It's the 4-year-old, well, now 5-year-old, was addicted to watching Pokemon on Netflix.
Pokemon's cool, man. I should rewatch some stuff.
Of course, now they're addicted to anime. Aforementioned 5-year-old now is addicted to Little Witch Academia, I think she said it was called.
Yeah. Oh my god, you've let her down the pure path. She'll be a weeb.
Well, I wasn't involved with that. I was already moved out by that time.
Yeah, you started it. Pokemon is a start, man. It is a gateway drug.
That is true.
Like, I watched Pokemon when I was little, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I eventually got to Ouran High School Host Club and School Rumble. Those are still, like, they're my comfort animes. Like, I will go back and watch just random episodes, because I know everything that happens in them. I love those animes so much. Ronnie loves them too, he just doesn't want to admit it.
I enjoyed Princess Jellyfish.
Oh yeah, I wish they had gone further with Princess Jellyfish. I got the first volume of the manga. I think I'm gonna try and get into the manga just so I could see more of this story. I was really interested in those characters. What is it, kitty? What?
What does Needy want?
She's licking her fangs at me. I already fed you. I already fed you.
Mm.
She's like, no.
She doesn't believe you, Heather.
You have food still in that bowl. She hasn't been eating all her food either.
Mm.
Dry food or wet food?
Wet food. Wet food,
Hmm.
we can't have dry food for her. Too much carbs and sugar. It has to be wet food. And we are very particular. We do Hill's Science Diet, adult formula. Probably should do elderly if they have it. She's old as nuts, as far as I can tell. What, kitty? Ah, yes. I feel like watching an episode of School Rumble or something.
School Rumble was another one that I enjoyed.
Yeah, you didn't want to admit it though. It was so funny.
I still don't want to admit it.
Because Haruma is you, so wicked bad. But freaking, you remember when she got hit by a garbage truck?
Yeah.
That was so great. Just go, this guy, yeah!
Yeah, that was great.
I see you're on my lap now.
Yeah, that's the problem, Heather. You weren't giving her attention.
I asked you what you wanted.
And she was telling you, but you can't understand her.
Where's Fluttershy when you need her?
You want to scratch in your ear. That's what you want. You want to scratch in your ear. Look, kitty, you're gonna fall over. Goodness. Be more careful.
That cat's kind of stupid. She looks good, though. How are the scabs on her back doing?
Pretty dry. I think she's moved on to her tummy. Feels pretty scabby down there. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it looks good. Sometimes I'm like, were you just like chewing on it? I still catch her sometimes. I think she's picking off her scabs.
Well, if she's doing that when they're healed under, then there's nothing wrong with that. But if she's doing that when they're not healed, then she's just starting the process all over again.
Which is it, kitty? Are you trying to get better? You trying to get better? Are you?
Yeah? Meow. Meow. I love you.
Ronnie, you need to be nicer to cats.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Heather?
You need to be nicer to cats.
Cats need to be smarter.
No, they don't, Ronnie. They're just little animals. They don't understand stuff. You don't teach them.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Sounds like you're just a mean, dummy person. Stop being so mean. I'm tired of your meanness.
No, I don't think I will.
Well then, I'm not gonna be nice to you.
Good, I don't deserve it.
Damn it, this just feeds into a vicious cycle, Bronny. You're mean to others because you're being mean. People are mean to you. And then I'm just like, be nice, and I'll be nice to you. And you're like, no. And then I'm mean to you. And then you're mean to other things because you're being treated meanly. What is wrong with you?
Yep, that's how the world works.
I don't care. That's not how my family's gonna work, Bronny. You look at this kitty and you be nice to her right now.
Hello, knife.
Look at this face. She's just a kitty. She's a little animal.
Alright, so I think the thing we can ultimately determine from this stream is that Heather needs the mic closer to her mouth.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's... I could scoot closer, I guess.
Well, I'm thinking boom arm.
Probably not gonna hook that up while I'm here. We'll do that when I move in with Bronny.
Yep.
Those are cheap. Like $13.
Yeah, I'll get one later.
Well, I found one for 20, so yeah, you find one for 13. That's great.
I can find them for 7, but like I don't know if they're any good.
That's the question.
What's your booty? What's your booty?
I don't even remember if I could quote the price for the one I'm using, because, like everything, I got it on Prime Day.
They don't change the price for anything on Prime Day. So, whatever you got it for, that's what it was.
I can say with absolute certainty that it was probably not, because I do tend to find good deals.
I'm
Alright.
letting everyone look at Kitty. Look at the camera.
Let's see if I can find it. Here we go.
There we go.
Let's look at the kitty. She looks so angry.
Yep.
She's the one that stiffens up like that. Like, I'm not grabbing her.
Hmm.
And she actually enjoys that. She's purring very loudly.
Okay, this was not a Prime Day order.
So how much was it?
$11.
Yeah, there you go.
And right now, it costs currently unavailable.
Heather, we should start looking at like dressers and desks for you.
Does that mean you want to go shopping?
Yes. Now, because you tried to look at least a little less psychotic.
I didn't mean to do the eye thing. It did it on its own.
You. No, you're just. The reason it did it on its own, Heather, is because you're psychotic.
Maybe. I didn't mean to do it, though. It's embarrassing.
And you summoned Brandon.
Brandon, they're making fun of me.
What for?
My goopy eye.
Because she's psychotic.
My
Oh,
eye.
well,
My eye
hold on.
took a
First
wonderful-
off, I'm lacking the proper context.
You don't need context.
I got really.
She made a yandere face.
I got really
Oh, okay.
excited because Bronny said he wanted to go shopping, and then like I panned the camera to my face to show them my very psychotic happy face, and one of my eyes wandered to the left when it shouldn't have done that.
Okay, so I'm going to determine that Bronny is in the wrong,
Yes.
and that's it.
How dare you?
Alright.
Ooh.
Guys, it's you can't get on me. It's almost my birthday. 2 days.
Yes.
I give a frick about your birthday. I don't even have a birthday. Why would I care about yours?
You do have a
Oh,
birthday.
yeah.
I'm going to make
Oh yeah,
you a
well I
cake.
have. Oh yeah, well I have evidence that you care. Heather sent me a note saying you wished me a happy birthday.
You did.
Also Emerald did too. Thank you, Emerald.
And you got a lemon loaf with that. I'm glad to hear that you liked
Holy
it.
shit, that lemon loaf is delicious.
I'm very happy. I didn't think you I wasn't 100% sure if you'd like it that much.
I mean, I figured it would turn out good anyway. But like, yeah, I was not expecting to like it that much. I mean, I don't know how to make that sound not insulting, but you know what I mean.
No, yeah, I totally do. I was surprised with how much people liked this. My coworker really liked it. Like, I saw Bronny's face when he first bit into it, and his eyes kind of opened up. He's like, whoa, this is really good.
I really wish you would have sent me the really good-looking cupcakes that you gave your coworkers. I'm still waiting on that. It looks super
Do you
good.
mean the lemon ones, or the ones with the little, like, chips on them? Like the rainbow chips?
The rainbow chips, I think.
Yeah, the ones that had
They
faces,
seemed
right?
colorful. Yeah.
Yeah, those, I'll make you those for you one day, but you gotta come over here. I can't mail them to you. The freaking frosting and shit will get messed up.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to eating this giant brownie that Heather sent me to tomorrow morning.
Let me clarify that he has it. I sent it a while ago. He just has it in his fridge and
Okay,
he's not
so
eating it till tomorrow.
through Discord specifically, it's very hard to hear, Heather. Let me try something.
No,
He's gone.
I'll explain when he gets back.
Oh, my kitty, she's
Her stuff's been doing that all night. We have trouble hearing her sometimes too. I don't know if the stream is having that same problem.
Hard
I
to
think they
say.
would have told us. But now, on the topic of brownies. Alright. You need to pick only one variant of brownie. Tell me which one you pick. Do you pick your standard brownie? Brownie with chocolate chips in it?
Oh.
Brownie with fudge in it? Or a brookie? A brownie hybrid of a cookie?
No,
Go.
dude. I love the kind with chocolate chip in them.
And why?
I don't know. That's how I've always loved it. Because then, like, you're just eating a regular brownie and suddenly you get another mouthful of chocolate because there's a chocolate chip in it. And with ice cream. Or milk.
Now, would you take vanilla or chocolate ice cream on it?
I like to even it out with vanilla. You know? Call me square all you want. That's how I like it.
Vanilla's good. Vanilla has its place. Me personally, it's do or die, so I think I would just go for chocolate. Just commit to the bit.
You're doubling down on it, yeah.
Yeah, commit to the bit.
Commit.
And brownie.
I'd probably go for a fudge brownie with vanilla ice cream.
Very delicious. Very good.
How about you, brownie?
I like brownies.
Any variants?
Well said.
Question
Yeah,
is
well
all.
said.
Someone put in the chat, give me a pot brownie.
No.
I'll pass.
I'll try it.
I am absolutely 10 out of 10 not okay with impairing my mental faculties, so no thank you.
I'm all for that.
Weed is totally not rad, dude. I learned it from those 80s PSAs.
I'm totally open-minded when it comes to that shit. 420 weed every day. I've never smoked it in my life, but I'm okay with everyone else doing it.
I don't really
don't wanna
care for it.
smoke.
I mean, I technically don't care if someone does it, but what I'm more concerned with is the culture around it, and everyone's very sycophantic about it, and I think what it stands for is this really awful trend of uncritical, melted brain, pot zealots, just
Yeah, people
wanting
who
so
overdo
desperately
it.
to prove that pot is the end all be all drug, that they'll just look at any study without thinking about it and say, "Hey, this is good," and I don't know. I don't really buy it.
I can see
mean-
it, people who overdo it, and like that, you can find that with most any, I'm sure that it's not just weed that has the zealots that do that. I don't know. It's the people who overdo it and really do let it affect their freaking life. There's people who certainly know how to be functional and do it, or only do it on special occasions. And that's good. You know, it all comes down to person.
Yeah.
I would try it edible, only because, like, I don't like smoking, but, like, if you put a drug in a treat, that sounds enticing. It's like a forbidden treat.
You know,
I mean-
funny thing is, Go ahead.
If you want a quote-unquote forbidden treat, go to your supermarket, find like a cookie that says decadent, and then you can pretend you just found like a taboo treat. I don't know.
I don't want to pretend. How you doing on my lap, kitty? Laying down?
Something really funny. My mom thought I was a pothead because I have long hair and like making 420 jokes, and I'm just like, no, I just like having long hair and have the mental age of a 12-year-old.
Yeah, Mom, Jesus.
Yeah, Mom. Come on, Emerald's mom. If she's watching, which I doubt it.
Someone says, what about brownies with cookie dough pieces mixed in? I haven't tried that.
I don't like cookie dough.
I like cookie dough.
We don't care for it. It's kind of like if you've ever had Whoppers or just chocolate malt. It's just kind of very jarring, and that's what it's like to me.
That's where we differ.
Chuck,
Like,
I
like-
really hope that was not all at once.
Yeah, someone just put in there all at once? All these drugs?
LSD, a pot brownie, and morphine. I mean,
Chuck,
that's
you
one
need
way to go to
relax.
sleep.
You're going too hard.
And by go to sleep, I mean, dead.
Yeah. Shit.
When I was at work, I wear a Legend of Zelda themed mask every day, but my tolerance for the mask is really starting to wane.
It's
Mhm.
fatigue, man.
I just want to breathe air.
I think what we need to do at this point is just rebel a little bit. Like, if everybody stops wearing the mask at the same time, there's not going to be anything anybody can do about it.
I heard Fauci say next summer is when we could stop, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it.
He said that last summer. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's got a .04 mortality rate. The mask was never really necessary to begin with, and it doesn't. Most of them don't even work, right? So they don't even do what they're supposed to do. Anything. Anyway. It's security theater, which I hate. It's that same crap with the TSA. It doesn't do anything. It just sits there and impedes your rights, and does nothing helpful.
Okay. Stop. Look, as long as businesses keep requiring it, I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Restaurants are operating at 75% capacity in my state. I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Floridian. I haven't had any of these problems.
Okay. Oh, I gotta tell you guys something after the stream. My coon mate, obviously. I laid into him today.
Okay.
Like, just-
You're still in contact with that guy?
Sorta, kinda. No, except for today. Today was the last straw. But even he deserves his privacy, so I'll just tell you guys afterwards.
Then why did you bring it up on the stream?
Suspense. Cliffhanger that never gets resolved.
Yeah, you're a goofball.
Yep.
I love it. I'm kind of hungry.
Dang it, so am I.
I have ice cream. I guess
Stop it.
I'm trying.
I
Think-
ate right before the stream, too.
Think pure thoughts.
I'm not a pure person. I'm me. I'm Heather.
At least pretend.
No, I'm not a liar.
Yeah, me neither. I hardly lie. So, anyone want to summarize the stream to me? Any significant happenings?
It's been very quiet tonight, actually.
Nothing interesting. Oh, we've been talking about this and that. Stuff about anime, stuff about video games. Been trying to count my stitches. I was talking about how I really like watching people do resin art on TikTok. And, like, people are making really cool charms and shit. I'm like, man, I kind of want to do stuff like that. But I'm like, nah, I don't know. And, apparently, Emerald didn't know I had an Etsy store. I figure a lot of people probably don't know that, but I do. I was just like, how would I make TikTok with crochet? And I'm like, I don't know.
Your best bet would be a high-speed supercut of your crochet process from start to finish.
Yeah,
That'd be something.
probably. My mom makes TikTok sometimes. I helped her with her last one.
What does she make them of?
Mostly of her dog.
Oh,
Mostly
that's
of
good.
Lucy. That's our dog.
That's good. Wholesome.
The last one is was based off of, she came into my room to ask me something, but she like still had a face mask on. And like I thought of something, I was like, oh, you could probably make a TikTok out of that. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, okay. And I just helped her film it. I'll if you really want her handle, I'll see if I can get it.
Cool. I'll follow her. Follow for follow.
You leaving? Are you leaving? Goodbye, I love you.
Yeah, but then if your name is like obvious, she's just gonna be like, oh, is that your friend Heather? I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
it probably is.
But
It's
it's
Heather
totally,
Blossom.
yeah.
She'll just see
I mean,
videos of
she'll
my
figure out the
cat.
Heather part.
She'll just see videos of my cat.
Yeah. Oh, Heather, I've been mulling over the past few days when you tagged me in that no context humans Twitter post. I saw that video. The first one, the avocado thing. Okay, I get that. But what was with the rest of that video?
I
That
don't know,
rest of
like-
that video was so unsettling.
Yeah, no,
What?
I thought that too. Like, I saw the avocado thing, like, oh, that's Brandon, I gotta send that to him. And then I watched the rest, and I'm like, oh. So I'm like, just the first part is you. The rest,
Yeah,
I
but-
don't know what that is.
Yeah, I
Did
don't.
you see when they sliced the watermelon with a car window?
So like,
Excuse me.
saw
Yeah,
that girl with
dig
the
up the video,
saw that-
Brandon. Dig it up and show it to Emerald. Show
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
everyone.
Saw that girl with the paint roll over a bunch of like wounds, and it was normal. I'm like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
What the ever loving
It was
fuck?
back
Heather.
acne. She was covering her back acne with paint.
Bag acne, whatever.
Excuse me with a medium root beer and a large fry.
Find it for him. Find it for him.
You know what I cover
Yeah, I'm
back
doing my
acne
best.
with?
A shirt?
Soap.
Hair?
Okay, I found it. Hold on.
Wait, did you say soap? Oh man, I was wrong.
Okay, guys, and by guys I mean the people in the Chaos of Crocheting Discord channel. Can you explain this video to me, please? Watch the whole thing. Write
Oh.
an analysis with at least a citation, like a works cited page, 3 pages.
Oh my god, I want to watch
no.
it again. Hold on, I'm gonna watch it again.
Don't understand it. I was too terrified.
I like how it's like a kazoo cover.
Yeah, but then it got worse and worse and more discordant. Felt like I was watching like a very tragic breakdown.
Why would you crack an egg and then put a tile over it?
Guys, the
Yeah,
stream can't
that-
see what we're seeing, okay? This is probably...
They don't want. They don't want to.
I'm
Yeah,
putting
but
links
if
in
I
the
was
chat.
watching a stream and the streamers were watching a YouTube video that I couldn't see, I'd be pissed.
Everyone
Good.
go, I put the link in the chat. They gotta go see it. Go
Oh.
see it.
No. Maybe they can help us figure out what this is. Like they look like it's obviously life hacks, but who's gonna use these? I bet half of these. I bet more than half of these aren't even applicable.
And of course they're not.
Likely
I don't
not.
think they were meant to be, and it's really
Oh.
funny.
Don't understand.
The
it.
last clip has a 5-minute crafts watermark. Everything makes sense.
Oh my god.
Who the fuck are 5 minutes crafts?
They're essentially a Chinese content farm.
I'm left with more
God dang it,
questions than
why
answers.
does everything horrible come from China?
I have more questions than I do answers right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? That's my first question.
What the fuck? First off. Second off. So
First off, what the buck? Second off, why the buck? Third off, who the buck?
you answer each of the W's, okay?
Yeah. I mean, none of this is a W. It's more like one big L.
Oh my god.
I think 5 minute crafts needs to take the L on this one.
You say that, and then you look at their YouTube channels, and they have so many subscribers and views that it's you can't even be
Bot-
mad, just disappointed.
I
Bots,
gotta comprehend
more
that shit.
people who are morbidly curious. Racketeering scheme. I don't know.
I
That's
would
my best
subscribe to
explanation.
the theory that the subscribers are mostly bots.
It's either
Probably.
bots
And
or some
children.
kind of weird crime thing that we don't know about, which I doubt.
It's so upsetting, yet so interesting.
Massively upsetting. I'm crying.
Oh, don't cry.
Chuck Zone says, "Ow, my ears." Sounds about right. In two
I've
ways.
actually I've heard that music before. I was watching a D&D TikTok compilation, and it was like a little bard or bard's child or something like that learning how to play for the first time.
Oh, the only D&D meme I know regarding the bard is that they seduce everybody, supposedly.
Yep.
I love watching TikToks if they're doing that.
You know it's you know it's funny. Speaking of D&D, when I was playing a campaign with a group before, I don't play with them anymore. We ended up in a bar, and my dungeon master sends like a bar prostitute over to me, and he asks me what I'm gonna do. So I ask him first off what the purpose would be, besides wasting money, and the other thing I said was, if I get any diseases, how bad is it going to affect my gameplay? And it turns out, because he's the dungeon master, I was supposed to whisper this, but I wound up saying it out loud, which offended the bar prostitute, and I got slapped, and I think I took 7 damage. It was funny. It was really
Took
funny.
7 damage from a slap from a prostitute.
She was a
Yeah.
very strong prostitute.
You're right.
Which die do you roll for damage in this case?
Yeah, you're either freaking weak or that is a very strong prostitute.
Well, I was a ranger, so take your pick.
Brandon,
I
what do you
I
roll for
wanted-
that damage?
I don't remember what I rolled.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a d12.
Okay.
You rolled it.
Nah, I
You
got,
rolled a
I got it. I'll
D100.
roll it.
I rolled a nat 1.
I rolled in that one during a stealth check. It was on the very last leg, too.
Ah, shit, I rolled a 3.
Actually, funny thing earlier today, I was going through my pockets, pulled out all my D&D dice. I rolled only highest values and nat 1s on all of them, except I think my D20, where I rolled like a 13 or something like that.
So you've got all those. You've got all those successes and critical failures just canceling each other out, and then nothing happened.
Well, like, I think my D4 I got a 4, D6 I got a 1, I forget what it was, I should have taken a picture.
Emerald's story is basically Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Yeah, that's all he did. He just sat there. He just waited. Waiting for what? I don't know. But he's Humpty Dumpty, and he's on that wall. That's basically it.
I need to watch that Puss in Boots movie where Humpty Dumpty was kind of the villain or something. I didn't want to watch it though because I love Puss in Boots, but fucking Humpty Dumpty was so gross looking. I didn't want to talk to him.
Dude, we should, maybe one day instead of a Chaos and Crochet stream, we do a watch together like the way HoloLife does it, where they just have a
Oh.
timestamp on the screen and you follow along.
Oh, dude, I'd love
Are
to
we
like
allowed to do
riff
that?
on movies. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, it'd be cool, but are we allowed?
Yeah, because we wouldn't be actually showing the movie, we're just showing how far along in the movie we are.
Oh.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
I mean, you can include the whole thing in like a Patreon tier, but yeah.
Sweet. Okay, first movie, Puss in Boots.
Alright, I haven't seen it. It looks like it's gonna be only okay, so whatever.
Probably. But it's got Puss in Boots. I love Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots was only good in the second one. Even Shrek Forever After, he was just, yeah.
He's a cute
Yeah.
Shrek Forever After, who was a fat putty tat the entire time.
Yeah, fat. He was a fat cat the entire time.
How did he end up being Fiona's cat?
Alt timeline, BS. I don't know.
The reason he got
I-
fat is because Fiona, like,
I
fucking
forgot-
spoiled him.
I forgot some of that movie, even though I actually wound up liking it quite a lot. It's no Shrek 2, but it's still pretty good.
This is why you're not supposed to have more than one Shrek movie.
Too bad.
Well,
Not Shrek 2.
hey, let's forget Shrek the Third existed, and that's it. Fixes the problem.
Yeah, perfect.
I thought Shrek the Third was pretty good.
I thought it was horrific.
I like.
You also think Shrek 2 is good?
I like parts.
Shrek 2 is good!
No, it's not!
What do you mean it's not?
The first Shrek is barely passable as it is. Shrek 2
No,
was
it
not
was
good.
pretty good.
No, Shrek 1, the first Shrek, was just the foundation, and I think it laid that foundation pretty alright. Shrek 2 was that foundation plus everything better. Good theme, great jokes for the most part. Memorable settings, I love the dynamics. There's even they even have visual storytelling, like with Harold and the Frog. There's 3 different things in the background that foreshadow that he's really a frog. When hit by magic, at least. It's excellent. It's so great. It's so underrated.
Yeah,
And the finale, I Need a Hero.
that was great.
That was great.
That was great. I love that.
Yeah, have you guys seen the video I just posted in the chat or the Discord chat?
Let me see. Avengers Endgame, but it's I Need a Hero from Shrek 2. I might have. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. I'm gonna watch it.
It's
Burgorna.
amazing.
Burgorner, Shafrilla Productions is an amazing YouTube channel. Love Shafrilla Productions.
Oh my god.
What do they do again? I know I've heard that name before and seen them, but I can't remember what they do.
Animated film reviews.
Mm.
He's talked about Shrek. Pretty sure, yeah, all 4 of them, pretty consistently. He's very good.
It just reminds me of this meme, talking about Shrek. Reminds me of this meme I like, where it's guys, women don't like dad bods. Magic Mike grossed millions of dollars, and they're like, but Shrek grossed even more than that. So think about that.
Chuck Zone, you take that back.
Yeah, Chuck agrees with me and says Shrek in general is pretty crappy.
I don't agree
You
with that, and I won't
take
tolerate it
that
in this chat.
back.
No talking shit on Shrek.
Shrek is a cinnamon roll. No, he's not.
He is an.
I saw a
onion.
pretty funny
He is an
saw a
onion.
pretty funny meme where it was these kids in a computer lab and they all synced up YouTube videos of Shrek creeping along in the first movie behind the mob, and they all synced it up so they went across all their computer screens.
That was really funny. I love that one.
When I used to volunteer at a radio station in my college, someone left a 10-hour version of Epic Sax Gandalf on, and it took people a couple hours to actually find it. And by the time people found it, it had been playing for 4 hours.
Oh my god, Bronny, when we live together in the house, I want to do viewing parties of us just watching really.
What'd you say, Heather? Your sound cut out again.
Can you hear me now? Test 1 2 2.
Yeah, sort of.
We should do viewing parties when we live together. I want to do a viewing party of Lord of the Rings and shit.
Oh geez, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, we can do that.
Yay! Snacks.
Watch Lord of the Beans instead.
But I like
No,
Lord of the
I don't know what that is, but I want no part of it.
Sounds
It's
like
the VeggieTales parody.
oh, I was gonna say it sounds like some scary movie-esque type of stuff.
Lord of the Beans?
Nope, just VeggieTales Lord of the Rings.
How's it going, Louie? What? We can't hear you.
I said use a bitch.
Okay.
What do you feel? How do you feel about Shrek, Louis?
Alright.
Good.
Why?
We were having a fight about Shrek. We all think it's good, but Ronnie doesn't like Shrek.
Shrek 2 is the best one.
What's wrong with Shrek?
Yeah, what's wrong with Shrek?
It's a bad movie.
No, it's not.
How is it a bad movie?
It's just a parody that takes itself way too seriously.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
No.
What?
No,
It doesn't
it's
take itself
not.
seriously at all. No, it what's the word? It lambasts the Disney formula and just kind of it. I think Shafrilla said it, or someone else said it, I don't remember. But Shrek to me feels like a shit post in movie form.
Yeah, that's why it's no good.
That's
What's wrong with just a shitpost in movie form?
I don't like things that are super expensive being that bad. Things are not supposed to be bad on purpose. Bad on purpose is still just bad.
Well,
Now I'm
bad on
angry.
purpose, at least. Well, first off, it being a shitpost doesn't mean it's absolutely irredeemably awful. But if we are going to go that route, bad on purpose at least shows that they have some kind of direction. They know exactly how to establish it while making it entertaining. And I think Shrek knew how to do that, at least pretty decently.
Mm.
It's better than I think purposely making bad movie, a quote unquote bad movie, and then like fixing it a bit so it's not unbearable is worse than unintentionally doing it.
A bad movie is better than a boring movie.
Yep,
In
that's
a-
why the
in a-
general apocalypse
yeah.
scales has negative numbers.
Well, there's no difference between a boring movie is just another form of a bad movie.
But
Not
in a-
necessarily.
Well,
I
they
mean,
have
yeah, no,
rules
a
and
movie-
editing stuff.
A movie being boring it means it slogs in one or more storytelling or visual aspects of its production,
Hey,
but it doesn't
Coon
mean it's
came
bad.
in.
Like there's this one, I don't remember what it's called, but like there's this long form movie of it involves some kind of I don't know if it's the Pope or something, but it's shot in one long shot for like I think 2 or 3 hours, and people love that.
I
People
think it was
love
the
that.
history of Russia.
I don't know, but it was shot in one go. Apparently, they had to redo it at least 3 times, and each take was like 2 or 3 hours. So it's
That's
a
called
long,
a-
boring movie.
That's called
But-
the play.
No,
But yeah,
I'll see if I can figure it out. I'll see if I can figure out what
That's
the
why I
movie's
don't
called.
watch plays because they're boring.
No, it was like an actual like movie. I'll see if I can find it out.
If I were to watch a movie, it has to be action packed. Other than that, if it's gonna be for like slow stuff, it has to be really good cinematography. Like you got to really entice me. And I've been in the
but cool.
editing stuffs before.
But Coon, do you like Shrek?
Shrek's alright, yeah.
Everyone
Childhood
likes
favorite.
Shrek.
Right?
Bronny. Shit.
Yeah, but Gordon,
So-
that's why it's great.
I'm just saying the first Shrek is all right. There should not have been any more than one.
Shrek 2 was
Shrek
awesome.
2 was a much better movie than Shrek 1, though.
Shrek 2 is
Shrek
probably
3
the
is pretty
best.
good.
Shrek 2 is probably the best one.
I'd say Shrek 3 goes up there as well.
I
Wait, did
would have
you
been
go-
fine if
We
you
have
said
mixed
if it
opinions on
stopped
Shrek
after
3.
2. But
Yeah, if it's maybe if it did stop after 2, it would have been all right. I think Shrek the Third was bad, and we should all forget about it. Shrek 4, Happily Forever After, or Shrek Forever After. Whoops, was pretty good.
I mean, they milked it. They
Mm,
milked it pretty good.
I didn't see
Speaking in the sense of how many
anything.
movies they came out with.
I didn't see anything in Shrek 4 that that implied pandering. It didn't seem.
No. That's not what I meant. I meant like after 2 they should have stopped. Yes.
Oh,
After
I see.
that, they kind of just milked it because the internet kind of ran with Shrek.
You know, I was
Yeah,
worried that they
was-
would.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I was worried that they would stop at the third one, and I was like, well, great. Now where is it gonna go? And I'm glad they didn't.
Mm.
So what were you gonna say, Brian?
I forgot. I'm sorry.
You can't win this Shrek debate.
Oh no,
I
I
do
remember
want-
now. I was gonna say that
It's
like
6 minutes
Shrek
left
was
in the
starting to fade into obscurity around
that's
like
because-
2015, 2016, and
Well-
then that freaking Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life thing came out.
Well,
Renewed the whole thing. I'm not done. And then I'm like, okay, so it's a new meme. I'll just wait for the new meme to die. How long can it last? A couple of months? It's still freaking going on.
That's
Hey,
what I mean.
hey,
They're
the only
they're
reason-
running on that.
The only reason Shrek faded into obscurity is because Shrek the Third made people forget how good Shrek actually is, and that's why that movie blows.
I've
It
never in my life
almost
seen a
ruined Shrek.
meme last so long.
Because it's
Rick
Yeah,
rolling.
I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I still like Rick rolling. Still really like
pretty
it.
good. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
classic.
legendary meme. No one's cringed at it. No one. It stood the test of time. I don't know
It's
how it
still
did it.
going strong.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
we
right
already got
about.
Rickrolled just now.
Ronnie, but Goran says Bronny gotta check it before he Shrek it. Also, 5 minutes left in the stream, 5 minutes left in the stream. Any last minutes, comments, questions, or concerns, please bring them now and forever hold your silence until the next stream. Okay, back to Shrek.
Darn it, I was a bit too late.
Y'all were
It's
late.
okay.
I was late on purpose.
I woke
Right.
up just now.
Right.
I am finally awake, and I'm ready to start the stream. Wait,
It's like 10 minutes.
So I do want to loop back to the bad movies versus boring movies. With bad movies, at the very least, you can gather all your friends and make fun of the movie. Boring movies aren't even good for that.
Yeah, well, the thing about bad movies is that past riffing, there's nothing to do. Watching it by yourself is painfully excruciating.
There's sometimes
and, like-
interesting bad, like The Room. People watch that just to be like, "What the fuck is going on?" It's a trip.
I've never seen The Room, and I don't think I'm really interested in seeing it.
what's the
Terrific.
room?
It's like
I've seen Birdemic, though.
Birdemic was hilarious.
Birdemic.
Oh my god. Isn't there like
Classic.
didn't James Newman make 3? Or did he only make 2? I'm trying to remember.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it
he
was
make
2.
3 of
He
them?
wanted to make a third one, but it never caught on.
No, because no one wants to be known as the person who acted in Birdemic 3.
Exactly.
Y'all remember Sharknado?
Sharknado.
I've
was
seen-
in, yeah.
Yes.
I've seen Sharknado 2. I actually have a book called where is it? How to Survive a Sharknado and Other Unnatural Disasters by Andrew Schaffer.
And everybody can't forget the classic Snakes on a Plane. Is
Snakes
that
on
what
a
the name
Plane.
of the movie's called?
Yes, there was a
I
movie.
am sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Yes, when I was ringing up a customer today, his phone rang and it was the "Say What Again" segment from Pulp Fiction, and I started cracking up.
Man, that guy makes great movies.
You know what movie I want to see that I haven't seen yet? I think it's Stanley Kubrick
Wayne's
film.
World.
No, Full Metal Jacket.
That was a good movie. That one's a pretty dang it's an eye-opening movie.
Have you seen the edit of the drill sergeant scene with the Donald Duck and Goofy edit?
Oh
Don't think
my
so.
God.
You're gonna have to link it.
Oh, I will.
What the fuck is that?
You climb like old people. Fuck.
What?
That drill sergeant really knew how to. I forgot his name, but
Emery. And the character's name was Gunnery Sergeant Hartman.
yeah.
All right,
Blah, blah.
I'll watch that later.
Oh, I already made the thumb hole to the mitten.
What happened?
What'd you do?
Oh yeah, I guess you guys forgot this is a crocheting stream, and I was crocheting this mitten, and I got to the thumb hole part.
I mean,
Okay.
isn't that like the second part of the stream? Crocheting?
Yeah, but yeah,
One half
so
is
we get
chaos,
so
one half
deep in
is-
talking about other stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I'm also doing something with my hands during this whole debacle.
Can
Or we watch you crochet while chaos ensues. You
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely.
can we rename your stream to
No.
Chaos and Shrek is Love?
That
Shrek is
doesn't.
Life.
No.
That has no alliteration though. We need alliteration. That fucking. No.
If you speak ill, he'll come for you.
Brandon, I don't care. I think chaos crochet is perfect.
It's a pretty bitchy
Alright,
name.
It's wow.
All right,
Straight
get
up.
Shreked.
I already been Shreked about 13 times. Yeah, I counted.
1 minute left in the stream. 1 minute left in the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please
Hell
bring them up now or hold your silence till the next stream. Running low on yarn. I hope we finish this mitten.
Well, it depends on if you're a half glass empty, glass half empty, glass half full kind of person.
The glass is half filled with water. That's the way I see it.
It's a cup of water.
So you're a realist.
Yes.
Actually, the glass is completely full, half liquid, half air.
That
Yeah.
is true. Holy shit! You're on another plane of time, man.
The
Jesus.
glass
It-
is both half empty and half full. Duality.
So it's
Just filled
so
halfway.
it's Schrodinger's glass.
No, it's duality. Schrodinger is something completely different.
Yeah.
Schrodinger is the water poison? Yes or no? Don't know
It
until
probably
you
is
drink it.
poison.
Well,
Probably is.
No,
No, no.
Schrodinger is if you don't know something, it is you don't know the state of something. It is simultaneously both things. Okay, the cat in the box. Once you put a cat in the box, the cat is both alive and dead because you don't know if the cat is alive or dead.
But the
Okay,
cat
so
hasn't
it-
lied,
so does that glass have does that glass have mostly water, or is it? I'm trying to think of how to phrase it.
You know what I think is we should say goodnight to the stream, everybody. So let's say goodnight in alphabetical order. Brandon, you first.
Have a nice night. Go watch Shrek 2.
Ronnie.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for coming out.
Edits Coon.
I just barely started, but hey, thanks for joining the stream. I was glad to be here.
All right, Emerald.
Have a good night, y'all.
Louis.
Bye. See you all tomorrow.
And good night, everybody. I want to take this moment to thank my generous patrons on Patreon. There is Emerald Spencer, who is in here in the call with us right now. There is DJ Skywalker, and there is Filmer Brony. And if you would like to support me and everything I do, you can go on Patreon. For just $10 per post, you can get into my Discord server, along with the rest of us. We hang out, we talk about Shrek, because Shrek is love and Shrek is life, and all that good stuff. But for $2 per post, you can get yourself a kazoo cover. If you've seen me do that before, it's pretty fun. I like to draw pictures to it. It can get pretty nuts. It'd be great if you could join me there. But if you think I'm just worth a one-time donation, like some sort of hoe bag, you can go ahead and get my PayPal link that's in the description. Paste that into your URL and just give me however much you think I'm worth. No negative amounts. I'm not giving stuff back. I apologize for
Oh
nothing.
man, I guess Heather has to give me like $3 because I've been in this stream today.
Yeah, it's an appearance fee. We gotta pay for Reddit's Coon's appearance fees.
Heather already
got-
has like $400 from me, so she doesn't need more.
Oh my god.
Only I just randomly give.
Who wants to pay me? Anyways, if you want more updates on the stream and stuff like that, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, all that junk. But yeah, thank you for coming out this week. I love seeing you guys. Good night.
I'll pay you $3 if you